morning I sit down for like an hour or two, do my Japanese practice, and today my brain sucks. I've been, like, this is the book I use, and I want to be done with this book by Christmas, so I did the calculations, and I need to do 10 kanji a day into my brain so I can finish it, but today it's not working. So I just told Emily, I think I just have to take a few days to just stop learning anything new and just repeating and repeating. And it's hard sometimes because if you imagine progress and how you learn something, I think about this linear line where every day I just do it and do it and do it, and then I get it. And then you reach a point where you just feel like, today sucks, I'm shit at this, it's not working. And that's why when I go back and I repeat, instead of pushing through that wall will just make it worse, and then I'll try again and I'll still suck, and I'll try to learn more and I'll still suck. Instead I go back and I repeat what I already know. So yeah, that's my little rant right now, is whenever you feel like you're stuck, whether it's parkour or whatever you're learning, I think it's really worth it try going back and repeating what you already can do. And then once those foundations will get stronger and you had a little bit of a breather, and then I go and do some new shit. Alright, so we're gonna wrap this up and then get some food. You live such a life of convenience in Asia. This little supermarket is awesome, and it's right in the ground floor of an apartment building. So we're here every day. You ready?
Yes.
Cool.
Got this.
What is that?
It's to put on top of your rice. Fukake.
Fukake? To put on your rice? Alright. We don't have a washing machine, so we visit our laundry lady regularly. Supermarket, laundry place, gym and pool upstairs. There's also a coffee shop right down here. We would never have to leave this apartment complex.
Ready?
Are you ready? You rolling? Well, we got, today's Wednesday, Thursday. Today and tomorrow before we go to the factory, so I'm still trying to get everything done. And we got a prototype in that I'm not really allowed to show you because we don't know when it's going to come out yet. This is the first prototype. I'm so excited about it, so I want to show you. It's in here. Check this out. It's a Farang hands pin. So you can just like pin it on anything. I'm super excited about it. A lot of people ask us where did our logo come from, and that's actually it. We just knew we wanted something that's minimal and that's simple and that you can scribble and draw, and we played around with our hands and we came up with this, and we're like, oh, that's cool if you could do the logo with your hands. And this was actually the origin of our Farang logo, and then it became the shape that you know now. And I get a lot of messages from people that say, how do I come up with a good logo? What should it mean? And what does your logo mean? And our logo doesn't really mean anything except that it had a certain feeling. And I think that's what's important, is to not get hung up on it when you create something. For us with the logo, we knew even though it doesn't have meaning, we're gonna give it meaning. And I think a lot of you guys think the Farang logo is cool only because we've done so much cool shit with it, and that the kind of story we created around it. Because really, if you would have seen the Farang logo 5 years ago when we first came up with it, and I would have asked you, does this look cool? And you would have been like, I don't know. It didn't look special at the time, but now there's so much emotion and feeling we connect with it. So I think it's just really important to start and to play around. So yeah, it's kind of crazy to see now us, like, to see something like this in my hand makes it like, oh wow, shit, we're still doing this after so many years, and it's getting more and more legit, and this kind of makes it feel real. It's super cool. Yeah. So I'm just playing around now and wrapping up. It's 5 o'clock, so we should probably go to the gym and do some training. Today's mobility session. Are you ready? Let's go do this. We're gonna be mobile. Looking for a taxi! Taxi! Kind of busy right now. Rush hour, end of the day. This is the taxi line. Rush hour traffic.
Maybe we don't go this early next time. Maybe it's better to go at 5 or 6.
Whenever I share one of our prototypes or some product that's in development, I can see like weeks later people asking, is it out yet? When is it coming? Is it in the store yet? Where can I buy it? And it's always funny to me that people that, I know, most people just don't know how long something takes. And it is kind of special for me to show these things to you, but you have to know that it will take 5-6 months often till something comes out, especially from an idea to final product. So please be patient. I think that's what I like in these vlogs, is when I'm excited about a prototype, I get to share it with you guys. But the downside is you guys get to know about things early, but you also have to wait extra long. You kind of get to feel like I do. I'm like, oh, this is awesome, I want it out now, I want everybody to know about it and wear it and have it and be able to order it. But it just takes a long time. So please be patient, as we were waiting for our cab, and now we're almost at the gym. Welcome to the movement playground. Again, get used to it. So for today's session, we're just going to do a quick mobility session. I've been working a lot on getting more range of motion in my hips, and it's been helping me with a bunch of tricks. And it's something I didn't know about until very recently, is how to get internal rotation on my hips. And that's what I've been really working on. So if you look here, this is external rotation, right? My hips turning outwards. That's always been really good and easy for me, like no problem. But everything internal and movements like this have been really hard for me. So I'm going to give you 4 stretches, and well, one's kind of a stretch. I'll give you 4 things you can do to improve that if you're similar to me and you have a weakness when it comes to internal hip rotation. A disclaimer before we get started: I'm not a certified trainer, I'm not a doctor, I'm not anything. This is just my personal experience. A lot of you guys have asked for specific exercises you can do. I don't feel super comfortable giving you this stretching guide because I myself, I'm not even doing the splits, so I can't really give you this master class on stretching that I think some of you expect from me. But I'm going to give you some exercises that help me from my experience. Again, this is just personally what helped me. I'm not a trainer or anything, but I thought I will share. So number 1 is a drill Zen showed me in Riga, where you basically sit down like this. I put one foot in front of me here, and then you go from the middle to this side. And from here to here. And this movement, while I do this, my goal is really to stay upright with my body, and support myself with both arms, and keep my butt cheeks on the floor while I move. So I'll just keep doing this for about like 5 minutes, maybe longer, and I just play around. I can do different things. I can just work on just dropping that leg. I always feel a stretch right here. So I try to move one leg and the other leg's supposed to stay still, flat foot on the ground. And I come here. So I just move around in this. And if I do it at the end of a session, I might stretch as well. Or I just find the spot where I feel tightness, and then I try to sit my butt cheek down gently on it. Yeah. So this movement is really fun, and I can really feel how my joint is like sensitive in that area, and I try to work through that pain a little bit. I don't try to go where it's really painful, but I feel some discomfort that I try to work through. Alright, number 2 is a stretch that I often do in bed. I come home from a long day of walking and I lay down and I feel my legs are tight. So I'll lay down, I'll put one foot up, and I'll hook the other foot over, and then I'll let that weight pull my knee to the ground while my shoulders stay flat. And that again gives me a stretch right here. So on the other side it looks like this. And I pull here and it gives me a nice stretch here. On this band, this always gets really tight to me. So pull it, and if I'm good, I go down. I play around with different distances of the foot. I can hit like different, I feel like I hit different parts of that muscle or that band and stretch it out like this. So that's number 2. For number 3, we're gonna move to the wall. Yo. For number 3, we need this wall. This is an exercise I found in Kelly Starrett's book. I hope I'm saying his name right. The book's called Becoming a Supple Leopard, and I recommend it. It's really good for all mobility, all body parts. It's kind of a master book on mobility and exercises to grow healthy joints and healthy muscles. So he recommends this stretch. So you do a squat on the wall, and then you hook this leg over here, and it's similar to number 2, but a little deeper. You pull this leg in over here. And again, it stretches this muscle like crazy. Okay, I'm still cold and I'm just showing, so I'm not going super deep, but this is what it looks like. And then you can go a little bit deeper if you want to. It's kind of like an actual squat position on the ground. It's just easier, more relaxed to hold, so then you can do this. All right, now back to number 4. So this is a stretch Lynn showed me last week, and I've been loving it and hating it, but it gives me such a nice deep stretch. I put my left foot and my left knee on the ground. I reach forwards with my right foot. I put my hands over here, and then I really focus on keeping my left hip twisted in. So what happens if you move over here, you want to open up your hip like this. You see that? Your goal is to keep your hip locked in here. That's when I get the deep stretch. Put my hands down here, and then I drop this right knee down. And then I keep the hip in. And from this position, I'm going to try 2 things. For one, I'm going to drop this knee to the ground slowly. And I'm also going to reach my chest over here. And those 2 together, twisting the chest and keeping the hip in, really gives me a deep stretch. So from the other side, it might be a little bit easier to understand. I put my foot down, this one back, I drop it, and I keep this hip. It's all about this hip twist. Keep it locked in there, and then I come over here a little bit. And then I can make the stretch deeper by going lower with my leg, or by going over here. And the one thing I always focus on is just keeping that hip twisted in, all here, right? This right hip, you gotta keep it in there. If I do this, the stretch is way too easy. So look, drop it, and here. Yeah. So those are the stretches I'm gonna focus on today, working on the whole hip area. I'm gonna cut the vlog now here because we gotta finish this workout pretty quick and I don't wanna be distracted filming. Today's vlog was kind of all over the place. I gave you a bunch of different things, some clothing, some everyday life, and some very specific exercises. I'm kind of curious what you guys liked, what you'd like more of. We're kind of playing around with the vlog format right now, so it's a little bit all over the place maybe. I'm curious how you guys enjoy it, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Oh.